Imagine you're uncovering the story of your private bank, an entity in which you hold the unique authority and assets that form your financial foundation. It begins with the issuance of your birth certificate, a key document not only as a record of identity but as a significant certificate, much like a bond, giving you standing over assets tied to that identity. As a private banker, you hold titles, like CEO or principal owner, over this National Treasury private bank, symbolizing a treasury built for your heritage. For each American, two primary accounts can exist, one tied to your birth and another potentially created through military service. These accounts are markers of your right to oversee Treasury assets, including dividends from public utilities and corporate entities that your government invested on your behalf. As these assets grow, they act as collateral for the corporation that holds them, like the United States corporation and state entities. With each investment, a bond of value increases, assigned uniquely to you as a principal owner. Setting up your private banking functions requires a few essential documents, like a Form 56 to establish you as a fiduciary over the account and an EIN, Employer Identification Number, for your estate. With this setup, your National Treasury Bank becomes a conduit for managing assets, whether settling court cases or investing in other accounts. Your birth certificate acts as a bank note, and additional legal steps like estoppel by deed ratify your authority over these resources, placing your private bank above public claims. By understanding these structures and your standing, you as an individual gain a clearer view of your place in the financial landscape, both as a beneficiary and as a private banker with a heritage to oversee and protect. Your bank's history and activity. The document above can help you start completing this process. Begin with your first and middle names on the first line, followed by your last name on the next line. You're an American citizen born on the land, as a principal owner of a National Treasury account. If you served in the military, you might have multiple accounts. The name on the certificate of live birth reflects your private bank. The birth certificate functions as a letters patent document. It holds a registration number, which serves as your bank number. There's an American National Treasury number on the certificate of live birth. This account holds assets, corporate dividends and assets from the U.S. and state government corporations. For example, my account activated roughly 90 days after my birth. If you served in the military, your private bank's account number might be your selective service number. Military accounts activate with your first honorable discharge date, but you cannot access them until establishing yourself as a private CFO banker. Becoming a private banker requires an EIN number, which serves as your authorization. The Social Security account, created as a public banking employee, uses the SSN as the authorized number. Once you have your estate EIN, you are a public bank. Upon receiving the death certificate, the public account transitions, requiring a replacement private banker. Both the U.S. and state corporations have rights to use your private banks as collateral. Originally, this collateral period was for 21 years or until claimed. Dividends from both corporations are deposited yearly into these accounts. When signing up for Social Security, you created a public bank, a dead bank account tied to your birth date rather than the enrollment date. This Social Security account links to other accounts like utilities and services, making them public. Upon becoming a private banker, your status in the private overrides public claims. You can approach the court to advocate for the private and demand a proper settlement. Most prosecutors back down, as opposing your claims challenges the National Treasury.